Today on What to Do, we have a Chevy Silverado. This is a 2007 and it's got no brakes. The pedal is going to the floor. So upon looking at the vehicle, I noticed that the rear brake line was leaking. It was really moist. It's the brake line that actually runs from the hose above the caliper in the back to down along the rear differential. So we're going to take that line off and I'm going to show you the tools that you need. A torch, if your line nuts are really rusted or corroded and they're tough getting off and you're struggling, you may want to heat those nuts up to get them off. On this particular truck, it's a 9/16. This is a line wrench, which allows you to go over the line and up onto the nut in order to turn it to get it off. Now you're going to get in a little bit of a tight situation back there. When you start doing the one closer to the wheel, you're going to be hitting the leaf spring. So what you're going to want next is you're going to want a pair of snips so that you can cut the brake line. And a 1/2-inch socket, because there is going to be a bracket under there that is holding your brake line on. Then last but not least, you're going to want a ratchet with a 9/16 socket, and preferably this extension here so that you're able to go in pretty far, and as you turn that nut off you can still clear the wheel and it gives you a lot of turning room. Alright, so we're coming under the truck here, back to, this is our left side, the driver's side, and here's the line here. Okay, you can see the line. It's running down and it comes down here, little U shape, and you can see how it's all wet here, and then it's going to come up here right in there into this hose. Alright, with the line wrench I was able to back this one out. I was able to get the line wrench on there and I had room to turn, and I did not need the torch because this came out pretty easy. But if these are rusted, that's where you're going to need your torch to heat this up. Alright, the other option is too, now over here it's really tough. Let me get that line wrench. It's really tough to get that line wrench in here. You have no turning room. Okay, so what you want to do is you want to get your snips and you want to cut it right in the front there. Alright, then you can kind of pull this line down out of the way and you can put your socket right on there. And the socket, as you can see here, I got the long extension. So when I cut that line, I can put that on there and I'm clearing the tire. So I have a lot of room to turn here. Alright, so we're going to cut that line, put the socket on, and take that last brake line off of there. Alright, I was able to cut the line using my snips, and now you can see I can drop this down and I can slide my socket right onto there now and be able to take that off. Lucky for me, these were not rusted on there. And there it is. Sorry for the blurry camera, I am getting a new phone soon. Alright, so now over here you can see our bracket, and that's where you're going to need your 1/2-inch socket to take that off, and then your hose should be free to pull out. And I'm getting lucky today. They're not rusted on. It's off and it's out. Voila. And that is how you remove the brake line on a Silverado. Man, I hate laying on the ground. Alright guys, hit subscribe, give me a like. See you next time.